What's up guys, my name is Ace Cosplay and this is very exciting. This is a box filled with my brand new Stormtrooper armour in my new how to put on Stormtrooper armour video. I mentioned the next kit I was going to get was the Shepperton Designs one. This is it. So this will be good if anyone's thinking about getting it, because I've been staring at this one online for absolutely ages and oh, just can't wait. I just can't wait. Shepperton Design Studios Certificate of Authenticity. So there you go, Certificate of Authenticity. This is Shepperton. Background information for anyone who doesn't know what I'm going on about when I'm talking about Shepperton armour. It's essentially, you may have heard about a couple of years ago, there was a thing going on between George Lucas and the original creator of the Stormtroopers about the fact that the guy who originally created the moulds for the original Stormtroopers you see in the film was selling these kits, and George Lucas was like, hey, well, you're getting money off that, that's copyrighted to me. And the guy who was selling the armour won. So he's able to make these armour parts from moulds used in New Hope. So this is exciting stuff. This is like screen accurate. It's pretty, and I've been reading the reviews on Amazon and some people going, oh well, it's not this and it's not that, but I don't think that, you know, sorry, get distracted. I don't think they realise, you know, original moulds means it's not going to be like perfect like you'd see with the FX Armour. It's all going to be very clean, because if you look at the original Stormtroopers, they're not. They fall apart, man. Oh, and here we have a booklet, very nice booklet, telling me how to put it on. So there you go, it tells you how to put all the straps on. I tell you what, this would have been useful when I first started doing this 7 years ago. Shepperton Design Studios. Oh, it's showing like the helmets and stuff that they do, so this is essentially this to me is just, I love this. Oh, that's pretty cool. They show the differences between, I promise we'll get to the arm in a moment. This is an unboxing video, you have to go through what comes with it. There you go, it shows the differences between the different types of helmet you can get. So we've got Hero, Stunt, Standard and Battle Spec. Standard and Battle Spec are pretty much the same. Hero has got a slightly lifted brow, and it seems the mould on the front of the helmet's different. Stunt helmet is the one I've got for better reference. My helmet's a Stunt. And Hero helmet's got the smaller mouth. You recognise Hero helmet as the helmet that I believe Luke Skywalker wore when he was disguised as a Stormtrooper in the thing. Oh yeah, and they do Imperial, Navy, Gunner and Shadow Trooper helmets as well as that. Oh, it's so pretty. They do Darth Vader, TIE pilots, small busts. The Rebel pilot helmet looks pretty nice. Sorry, I've just seen that there's a Chrome Stormtrooper. That is just sexy. That is just sexy. That is sex. That is just amazing. And Art Wars, where they've done the similar thing with Vader's helmets. You get Stormtrooper helmets and they get a bunch of different artists to paint different stuff on them and add bits and turn them into all kinds of weird and wonderful things, which I wonderfully approve of. And apparently it's at the Saatchi Gallery in London. Guess where I'm going to be going? On to the fun bit. Here's hoping this stuff's actually decent quality and I'm not completely fangirling over something I'm going to be essentially disappointed with. Right, so okay, let's start this side, shall we? The left leg armour sections. Move the box back a little bit. Well packed, which is nice. Thinner than my current set, I think, just a little bit. Well, maybe it isn't. I don't know. No, it feels a little bit thinner than my current set, but my current set isn't ABS plastic. I think this is the more durable ones. Look at that, nice and flexible, which means that hopefully wear and tear shouldn't be too bad on there. Right, so this is the back leg piece. It's not bad, decent shape. Well, you can see it's quite thin at the back here. And on the front there's a little bit of a glue bleed on there. Considering mine has the same though, I can't really complain about that. I might need to shave the top and bottom of that a little bit just to clean that up. But if you're buying a bit of glue on there, there's a little bit of glue on there. But so if you're buying Armour, you got to expect to like alter it a little bit just to fit you, because these are pretty standard shapes, but people aren't standard shapes, you know. But if looking here to my mannequin, that is a much nicer shape. The actual shape of the leg is really nice. This is a bit I will be judging because my sniper plate is just completely mangled in my current armor set. Now that is quite... Compare it to another one. It's quite like, it's very flat at the back and it feels quite wide, but it's made for men with muscles, not me with no muscles. Again, a little bit of glue bleed on the front, but not too bad. I can work with that. Oh, now this is the bodysuit, because this comes with a bodysuit. Now I don't know how well this is going to fit on me. Obviously, if it doesn't fit too well, I've got my own suit that I use for my current set, so I'll probably keep using that, and I'll just have this to put on the other mannequin, so I bought a second mannequin so I can have 2 Stormtroopers standing in my room. I should stop pointing because you can't actually see what I'm looking at. I've got 1 Stormtrooper inside there and a mannequin covered by a sheet there because it's kind of creepy with the face with nothing on it. So. Oh, it's 1 full body piece. Interesting. Looks like it should fit me, okay? I might be a little short, but we will try it all on at the end. Then we've got the gloves. Now, there's one thing that people did complain on the review about, saying the gloves are just cheap black marigolds. And on my last Stormtrooper video, I did mention that that's kind of what was used. And it's what troopers do use. Some of them have like proper gloves, some of them have these. And the glove armour seems really quite small. But yes, it doesn't help when I've got little hands and there's big gloves. So gloves are a bit big for me, but I am only a little person. I'm not that little, I'm 5'6" or 5'7", probably 6. Nice, shiny, new O2 canister, which I am desperately need. Small, nice, neatly done. There's no glue coming off on this one. Not that I can see, no. That's nicely well made. Seems easy to get on the belt. A little clip at the back here, so you just slide it on. Oh, this is an arm piece. Shorter than my current one, but that's good because mine are actually too long for my arms. But I don't want to cut it down too much. So this being shorter is good because it means I can bend. It could be amazing. I can have mobility. Alright, it's like, it's oval shaped. It feels like the oval should be going like on the sides rather than like in the direction it is. But yeah, I guess I can't complain. It's loose. Very loose on me, but again I can't really comment until I put it all on because it all works as a unit, not just as bits separately. Is that supposed to be like that? I don't know if that's part of the mould. It might be, because I think I have seen troopers with this like little dent in the mould. I think that is actually part of the mould rather than an imperfection, but we'll check it with the other one. That's your little bit that goes up there. Your upper arm bit. Shoulder belt. Shoulder belt feels really thin. Look at that. Bendy. Very bendy. Velcro attachment so you can tighten it. Which is nice. Hold on, which one are you? Which side are you? I think you are this side. I will find out. That one doesn't curve as much. Huh. There's a slight difference between the curvatures on the shoulder belts on either side. This one's a little bit more curvy, but as the thing says, it's derived from original moulds. Do not expect perfection. You won't get it. So I understood that going into buying this, and yet the upper arm bit does have the dent in it. That's part of the mould. But I'm pretty sure I've seen other troopers with that before, so I'm okay with that. This is the belt. Oh, now this may suffer the same issue my last belt suffered with. Oh, or not, because this stuff is really flexible. This is kind of the thing that my last belt had. It was fully made out of plastic, but then over the years it started to crack. But, oh no, if I take it out and have a proper look, I can see if it's going to affect it or not. Alright, so it's Velcro attachments. You know what, this may not prove an issue with cracking in the future, because the belt piece, the ammo bits on the top, is actually separate to the whole body underneath, where my last one, the whole thing was just one big piece. So that's not actually too bad. I don't think it's going to be much of a problem, and if it is, I have ways of fixing it, so not too bad. And you've got your ammo packs here. They've actually added a back to it rather than having it hollow, which mine are, so that's nice. It's a nice little touch. The bit in the middle could have been cut a bit straighter, to be honest. You know what, so far, I'm rather happy with this. It's quite thin, it's thinner than I was expecting it to be, and it's quite dull in terms of shine, but I'm used to my armour, which is a slightly thicker plastic. Alright, there's the other leg pieces. Again, mess with the glue down the front here, which is a shame, but I reckon I can probably get most of that off. Meant to be like that? It seems like it. No, I think that is the shape. Looked like it had buckled a little bit, but I think that's just the shape of how it's meant to be. Oh, my chest piece fell out. Oh good, the shoulder straps are separate. They're on Velcro, which is nice. And they have the attachments for the shoulder bells and your upper arm bits as well. Oh, that's nice elastic as well. Decent shape. Back bit. Again, smaller than my current set, but that means it will fit me better, which will be amazing. Front chest piece. Oh, that's a nice shape. I like that. That's good. Look at that. That looks nice. So there's one. Now the last bit of the body armour before we move on to the helmet. The stomach and the crotch piece are one solid section. I like that they've done the actual stomach, like with the different coloured studs. Because mine are just black, but these are the proper colour, this is what they're meant to be. Ooh, this is interesting. This is different to mine. It's got the split in the bum. That'll be interesting to see how that feels whilst wearing it. And oh god, it's just a mess of Velcro inside there. But last bit, the helmet, and I can tell that is significantly lighter than my current one. That's a nice bucket. Are these people insane? Yeah, I can see what they mean by it's not symmetrical, like one side seems slightly larger than the other, but oh my god, that is a nice bucket. say, oh, it's just a little bit of green tint put in the lenses. You know what? You know what? That's how they did it. It's just a bit of green tint. That's how my helmet came. Ah, I see what you've done. It's essentially a helmet that's been made in like sort of kit form. So like, I go like that. You see the brow moves. So it is a kit piece. But my one isn't like that because it's just done and it's been entirely fiberglass. But you know what? For all its little imperfections, that's a pretty nice bucket. I'm never going to have to try this on now. Oh my god, I can see clearly. Just a little bit. Someone's at the door. I need some more padding at the front because it's like currently sitting on my face. So it's going to have to be like that. But that's nice. That's a nice bucket. Right, now I'm going to go. I'm going to have some food, calm down, and then I'm going to go put this on and let you know how it all fits on very nicely together and not freak out. Okay, see you in a minute, guys. Okay, so this is it on. A few issues with the suit that have become apparent at first. First one, which I did expect, was the undersuit, which is a kind of like one size fits all kind of thing. Because I'm particularly small, too big for me. But it doesn't mean I won't have any uses for it, because it's not just me who wears my armour. And, should I say this now? When we hit 8,000 subscribers, my manager will be wearing my Stormtrooper armour to work. I don't know which version I'm going to let him wear just yet. Probably my old suit, so it'll probably fit him better than this one. But so yeah, he can use that, and also it will go on my mannequin, so you know, that's fine with me. And I've also got a spare neck ring that I bought to go with the costume, because the undersuit actually covers your neck. This one, but obviously I'm wearing my old one, so I need a neck ring to cover it up, and I like having the neck ring. It suits the costume well. Also, definitely going to have to get a replacement on the gloves. They are absolutely massive on me, like I can bend the finger in half. I've already had to make one repair, which was the popper in the crotch. Has to go in the crotch, doesn't it? And put it together. The poppers themselves are really quite strong. The plastic attaching it to the costume obviously wasn't, because it just came away, and I've had to glue it back into position. Velcro does catch a little bit in certain places. If I move around, I can hear it sort of catch and tear. So I know there's going to be a lot of things I'm going to have to work out with this costume, because it's a new piece of armour. It's going to have to be altered, especially for someone of my height. Another issue was the helmet down. Getting the chest piece to fit over was a little bit awkward, because obviously it's made for someone who's like taller than me. But the belt, I don't have VO2 canister on. VO2 canister, so it does have the clip, so it just slide on over your back. One, it's hard for me to do that anyway when I'm wearing this, and two, whereas my current belt is attached via poppers around the side to hold it in place, this one, the only attachment to hold it in place has actually come off, and it's Velcro, so I can actually just pull my belt down. So that is not good, because it's obviously made for someone a little bit bigger than I am, but when the belt's loose like this, I can't really do anything with it, and I've got it up pretty tight. And I won't be able to put my holster, my blaster in my holster. And this holster is actually a holster from Jedi Robe. This costume doesn't come with a neck ring or holster. This holster comes from Jedi Robe, which only just fit on it. I had to really shove it on to get it on the belt. Also the legs, because I'm small, we do have some overlapping issues. Move the camera down. Again, I have that issue with my current set, so I was quite expecting it. But there's some overlapping issues there. Because the thigh arm is quite big. Like, I can pretty much put my whole arm in there with my leg. Things go down the bottom. So, sponges.
maybe needed to pad that out to have that fit a bit better.
It's the one issue I can't give a proper detailed description of how it would fit on a person because I'm short. I will always be too short for a Stormtrooper, but it won't stop me dressing up as one, that's for sure. But the shapes of the armour themselves are quite nice. I mean, you can see some imperfections in the lighting, but there are imperfections on my current suit. At least the arms are a decent length on this one. I've actually got some good gap between the arms, so that is a lot easier, which is nice looking for that. Looks like do weights in this now. See, look, the issue with having Velcro is it gets caught on other Velcro parts, so everything is just going to have to be slightly adjusted and altered, things like that. I will probably do a full review on this armour once I've altered it and once I've worn it out for a day to my next convention, because can't really judge it until you've properly worn it, because then you start getting the feel of, you know, bits that work, bits that don't work, how well you can move. As I said, my arms are flexible enough, but my legs still have that overlapping issue. There you go. Okay, so that's it. This is the original Stormtrooper Shepperton design armour. This will set you back, if you don't buy any extras, this will set you back £600, which is the same as my last set of armour, and it's actually a fairly decent price for a full, ready-to-wear costume out of the box. Expect to have to do alterations depending on your body size. Obviously, if you're smaller like me, expect to have to cut away stuff. If you're taller, then it's just going to have to be fixing certain straps and things, because you can't really add to it. And I'll be back with a review for this in some time. Until then, have a good day, and may the Force be with you.